Good evening, everybody. I'm excited to talk to you today about Mullen. Guys, we traded over 2 times the entire free float today. That is absolutely crazy. I cannot believe the volume. And guys, I think we are just getting started. I'm going to go over what I'm seeing as far as short interest, as far as institutional ownership, and why I think that this is just the very start of what is going to be a very nice run for Mullen Automotives. So anyways, without further ado, let's get started. Please remember, nothing I say is financial advice. Always do your own DD. And for full disclosure, I am long in Mullen Automotive.
Okay, so the current free float is showing as 322.14 million with a total of 509.29 million shares outstanding. Guys, this is not accurate according to information that I saw today. I believe that the shares outstanding are currently now over 700 million. And guys, let's talk about that for a minute because we all know that Mullen has been badly diluted. However, we have seen positive things from this dilution. We've seen the acquisition of Bollinger and of Elms, or at least Elms, assets. And I think we took on some of the liability as well, if I'm not mistaken. But guys, with those dilution, we purchased 2 major things to help this company move forward. And not all dilution is bad. I want you to understand that. This is how we grow as a startup EV company. Without that, we wouldn't be able to continue running. So yeah, it stinks in the interim, but we're thinking about long term with Mullen Automotive. This is an investment for most. Yes, you can also play the runs, but personally, it's a long-term investment for me. And I want you to think about Tesla when it was trading at $4. Guys, think about the money you would have made if you bought Tesla at $4. I mean, this is a huge opportunity, in my honest opinion, to just keep accumulating and growing wealth over time. Now, Mullen currently has been in a downtrend until today where we broke out. Now we are currently hopefully going to start this uptrend process and convert these signals. Right now we have one bullish and one bearish, so they kind of neutralize each other out. However, we are showing still a bearish signal, which is weak because we were in a downtrend, and it's weak, guys, because that downtrend was coming to an end, which we saw today with this breakout. There was a couple articles I was going to go over, but I lost power and I lost motivation to discuss them. Anyways, one of them talked about November 30th being a possible catalyst regarding the, here it is, regarding the agreement with DPL, the Amazon delivery service partner, and as far as the delivery of those, the first set of those class 2 cargo vans that they ordered, right? So guys, I'm not quite sure that we are going to get those on November 30th, so don't get your hopes up and don't get disappointed if it gets delayed more. There were a lot of changes that they requested, so my expectation is that we're going to see a further delay. But I believe with the acquisition of Elms, this is going to allow things to move along faster. Let me just give you the highlights of what the benefits of the acquisition included. The factory in Mishawaka, Indiana provided Mullen with the capability to produce up to 50,000 vehicles per year. It allowed acceleration of the path to production and marks for Mullen 5 and Bollinger B1, B2 retail vehicles by 12 months. So that means they're going to be able to produce these 12 months sooner than expected, guys, which means Mullen will become profitable sooner rather than later. And guys, it's still a ways away, so realize that. Commercial product platforms to be assembled at Mullen's Tunica, Mississippi facility for launch of Mullen Class 1 and Class 3 commercial delivery vehicles into the market in 2023. Now, clearly it says here that they are going to be delivered into the market in 2023, which is why I don't expect them to be in November. I expect this is a precursor to a delay announcement, okay? So you heard it from me. Don't expect miracles here. The platform and plant acquisition results in a significant reduction of the company's previously forecasted overall spend. So guys, they're spending less than they anticipated, okay? So that's huge for us. Mullen's acquisition of Bollinger was one of the largest transactions of its kind in the EV market. Upon closing the ELMS transaction, the company will be in a position to strategically leverage all of its acquired assets to shorten its production path and aggressively expand into the commercial and consumer EV market, said David Mitchery, CEO and chairman of Mullen Automotive. Now, guys, the one thing I would like for David Mitchery, and if you follow me on Twitter, you know that I put this out there, is that I would appreciate it if he would hold off on diluting Mullen any further until he can allow his shareholders to at least get a nice run and build back some momentum. I mean, we all know that more dilution is down the road. It has to be in order for this company to continue to succeed, and I'd be lying to you if I told you it wasn't. Guys, like I said, not all dilution is bad, so expect further dilution around down the road until we start, making profits. He's going to have to run this business and to get everything in place that needs to be put into place. But guys, I also think that we're going to start to see, some funding from the government. Biden's out there preaching about EV vehicles being built in America. I am looking to see grants come in from Mullen Automotive from the U.S. government to keep things made in America. Just my personal thoughts. Let me know in the comments below what you think about that. Anyways, I want to get into the short interest and what Fintel is showing us. And I also want to show you the institutional ownership and why I think we're going to continue to go long in this play, guys. All right, guys, I apologize. I'm not quite sure where this cut out because, unfortunately, I had a little power outage that I was just dealing with. So it did cut out in the middle of this. But anyways, I think I was about to move on to the next part. So let's talk about what Fintel is showing us. Currently, the short interest is at 16.60%. And guys, it's showing 0.82 days to cover. Well, clearly, shorts still have not covered. That's quite obvious. And there's still 10 million shares available for them to short. And as we saw today, guys, we were running up. We hit that 41 cents. We pulled back down to 31 cents. Guys, that is perfect. That is exactly what we want to see. You need to have that retracement followed by consolidation before we make our next leg up. In the after hours, it does appear we are forming a bull flag. We did close the day at around 33 cents, I believe. And we went up to as high as 38 cents in the after hours, at least at the last check when I was making this video. And guys, I do believe that we continue to make moves to the upward side. Once we gain and hold that 40 cents, and again, I think during normal business hours, that move from 35 to 40 cents should be fairly quick. Because guys, there's not really any resistance there. So once we get through 40, I also believe that once we start moving, that move from 40 to 50 is going to be very quick as well. So 50 cents will meet our next resistance after we get through 40, and we should be pretty good for tomorrow to make our next leg up. Now, guys, the short volume ratio today was only 25.37%, so clearly the shorts are slowing down. And failure to delivers, as you can see, 636,467 is the number that's due tomorrow. Guys, none of this matters because there's over 10 million shares to borrow. The highest we see on 9/26 is 6,541,000. But as you can see from going forward, they covered most of those because starting from 9/27 to 9/30, you see the numbers get down to 6,000, 4,000. And I can pretty much assure you the FTDs are almost pretty much gone, at least at this point. Now, here's where things get really good and interesting in my opinion. This is a chart showing institutional ownership, okay? Look at how much it's increased in September and October. It is very, very significant. Now, the share price as of October 18th was 22 cents. Previously, November 4th, 2021, the share price was $13.09. This represents a decline of 98.35% over that period. So, as the share price was declining, look at institutional ownership is rising, and now it's at all-time highs. This is because all of the shorts have gotten out now and have gone long, guys. Now, these institutions that are long, they're going to run it just like these ones that were short shorted it to the ground, okay? That I can pretty much assure you. Check this out, and this is why I believe that. Institutional ownership. There's 149 total institutions. 141 of those are long, only 1 is short, and 7 are a combination of long and short. Guys, that's very, very significant. There wasn't much lower they could take Mullen. 22 cents. I mean, come on, 22 cents. Very, very, very low. Like, you can't get much lower, right? I mean, yeah, you can get to 0. But, guys, the gain on the upside far, far exceeds taking it down any further. So they're done. They're ready to let this run now. So now we can just carry it on up because I assure you it is ready to make a big, big move. So that's all I have for you today, but hopefully you found this information helpful. If you did, please shoot me a like and subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. Have a great night, everyone.